evening, everybody. Good afternoon, whatever time you're going to be joining. Hello, everyone. So, I have a nice, um, lovely topic today. We're going to talk about some of your requests, guys, that you send me to my email. And this is one of my subscribers who is actually currently in a relationship with a Ukrainian girl and have a very hard time. And I've decided to reward him and make a topic online, go live tonight, especially that I know that a lot of you guys are going to have or maybe had experienced these issues. Tonight, we're going to talk about early stages of dating and with Ukrainian women, but I would just say it could be universal. Mm, and how to handle jealousy and control. And we're going to talk about uh, how to handle women that who have options, right? We need to remember that people that some people have more options than others, but how to handle it, how to not sabotage it, how to not create a problem where you don't have a problem, and why it is so important to let go of control and jealousy uh, in all stages of relationships, but especially in the early stages. So, hi everyone. Let's see what time it is. 9:28. Okay, let's see. Good evening, everybody. Do do I need a filter, or shall we just have unfiltered tonight? We're only gonna use the bubbles. I think maybe I'll do some black and white when I'm making a very important point. Okay, I'm just gonna go with natural lighting. Well, it's not really natural because it's 9:30, but um so anyway, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining, guys. Let's see. Thank you. Hey John. Hey Roger. Hey Bill. Welcome. Welcome so much. Welcome so much. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I'm spoiling you a little bit. I was live yesterday and a couple days before. Um, so sometimes when I'm in the flow and I have an opportunity to record the video for you, I'm very thankful for you being here and you appreciating the content. So one of my long-time subscribers had requested this video, and let's talk about this. So how many of you are currently in a new relationship, and how many of you are struggling to keep your emotions together, to keep yourself together, to not show not to be controlling, not to show you jealousy. Of course, that applies also to the long distance relationship when you cannot be there. So first of all, I want to say this: the the path of controlling the other person um, is always the path where you're going to lose. Anytime you try to control somebody or feel entitled to their time or to their attention, you're going to lose. Because I hate to say this, but people do not belong to you. I don't care if you have been married for 20 years. I don't care. The person you are with, the person you love, does not belong to you. We're gonna have a whole different video on the infidelity and cheating, and I'm gonna share. You may be surprised what I feel about it, and I would love to hear what you guys think about it. But I strongly believe that people do not owe you anything and they do not belong to you, especially when you early on connecting with them. It's almost like if you would have a bank with no money in that bank. but you come, or you have an account in the bank, but you had not put any deposits in your bank, and you come and you are mad that you cannot get your your percentage, that you don't have any dividends. You're mad at the teller. You want to talk to the manager. How come you had a zero account for I don't know how long? You really have zero in the bank, or maybe you have $5 in the bank, and you're not getting your dividends. So you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, this is so unfair. What's going on? I want to check what they're doing there behind the closed doors. Maybe they're stealing money from me. Oh wait, I had not put anything in that bank, in that account. So if we translate this to relationships, that would be account in the bank would equal time, trust, experiences, loyalty, and all of these things that are developed over time. So all of these things is something you get benefit of, somebody wanting to be with you, wanting to be exclusive with you, wanting to share life with you. Once you have that, you put a lot of deposits consistently throughout certain amount of time, and this is how you get to that point. A lot of guys are after very beautiful, very vibrant women, and they get absolutely uh, outraged when they realize, and so sometimes I get letters like this. Oh my god, Veronica, I realize she is talking to the other guy. She is um doing I saw her on a date with the other guy, or she's talking on the other guy, with the other guy, or she is still on the website, or she's this or she's that. So we're gonna talk about this. That is why you don't even have the right to be jealous or controlling to somebody that you just got to know. Oh my god, Terry. Oh goodness. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Terry's going wild again. Wow, thank you so much. Terry is saying, so Terry is contributing um a deposit to he says, here is to an empty bank. Always invest into your future. Wow. I need to drink some alcohol before I start my live shows. Terry, are you on a path of spoiling me rotten? I'm turning red like this super chat. Thank you for this most generous super chat. I appreciate it. Um, it definitely goes in the bank of your appreciation of the live show. Thank you so much. Yes, well, for those of you guys who may be watching the recording, have to give this some attention because it is so extremely generous. Oh my goodness. So, okay, I'm gonna put some bubbles. So I have to stop of whatever staying because Terry stops the show in a positive way. I'm gonna put some bubbles. Thank you so much for the $500 super chat for the bank and the future investments. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, the show is over. It was nice to see you all. Thanks for joining, but I need to go. I need to go. I'm just kidding. Yes, I will definitely continue. Thank you so much. No, first you stop the show and then you ask me to continue. That's not fair. I'm just joking. So anyway, my dear friends, let's talk about this. So there are many reasons why you cannot control somebody, and why you're gonna look a fool if you try to do this in the first stages of getting to know somebody. I don't care how long that's for you. It could be a couple months, it could be a couple weeks, it could be 6 months. I don't know. It depends on the nature of your relationship, how often you see somebody. If you ask me, I don't believe that you need to control anybody on any stage of relationship. You have to have certain agreements, how you handle certain things, but I don't believe that you should be trying to control somebody. um I don't think that that is the way where beautiful things happen or continue. But if you control somebody in the very beginning, the beautiful things will not start. And now I probably will turn to black and white. Let's see. Wait, it's not black and white. Okay, I'm gonna turn to black and white to make an important point. So, okay. Do you realize that when you meet a girl, um, just she probably had a life before you. When you meet a beautiful woman, you have to realize that she probably had a life before she met you. If she is a beautiful woman, she has men who admire her. She has men who probably trying to court her, and she has options. If she is beautiful and she has personality, she had life before she met you, and she had options. She doesn't need to report you if she goes out on it, or with another male friend, out on a date, out to have coffee. If she talks with somebody on the phone, you have to realize that there is personal space. um it's it's really an inappropriate way to get into someone's life, demanding or requiring a lot of attention, a lot of dividends for the money you had not put in that bank. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. If you had not put the time, the dedication, consistency, going through hard times, not only seeing her, super pretty, or in a super good mood, in a super through highlights of her life. Oh my god, I think I'm losing connection. Am I losing connection, guys? Could somebody tell me if I'm still online? Okay, so yes, that's why it's almost like you go through seasons of life with people. You can't demand that, and don't make her. She doesn't. Women usually, the reasons why some women not tell the truth, or they are you can say, oh, she lied to me. No, she didn't lie to you. She just didn't want to hurt your feelings. But she actually was going about her day and doing her thing. You're not entitled to her day and to her time, especially if you're not contributing in major ways to her life. Of course, I'm talking about a desirable woman. I'm not talking about next door Becky or anything like that. Okay, I'm talking about highly desirable woman that is desired not just for her appearance, but I'm gonna add some Christmas spirit. Um, she's she's desired not only for her appearance, but she's just sought after woman. And you have to realize that you are lucky if she gives you time of the day to spend time with you, to get to know you. You have absolutely no right to interrogate her, asking her questions, and put her in a situation where she doesn't need to report to you. And this is something, guys, that you have to understand. She may be genuinely interested in you, but with doing all of these things, with trying to control her, with trying to figure out, get into her space, you will definitely make sure that you will help her to unlike you, right? um, certain things, friendships and connections are developed naturally. People do not owe you, my dear friends. We're talking about men today. Ladies do not owe you to report. They do not owe you to uh, give you their schedule, tell you about everybody they met, everybody they have been, whatever is on their mind. You have to realize that it's important to appreciate a personal space of a person, because you may like them, but you don't know what's in their heart. And that is exactly why you need time. That is exactly why you need time. Guys, I don't know, is my connection disappearing? Because my screen is changing. So anyway, I'm still here. I'm still here. So that is exactly why you need time. Sometimes you meet somebody and you are going wild. You meet somebody and you want that, you want everything happened. You want it's almost like, you would want a child, to be born not in 9 months but in 2.5 months. It's, even though she could be most gorgeous woman in the world, and you may be excited about that child, for example, she still cannot produce something that take 9 months in 3 months. And if that happens, that is a tragedy, because it won't be born the right way. Not it, the child would not be born in the right way, or the fruit will not go through stages where it will become ripe. A lot of men are so fearful that finally they met a woman that they wanted, and that they, instead of showing her what they are capable of doing, without trying to control her, without trying to manipulate her or fear her or be jealous, without doing that, if, especially for Ukrainian women, if you can show to a woman what her life would be like, and you are showing what you're capable of, with no expectation attached, because you realize that that is your shot and you want to do the best, you want to give the best shot, your best shot. And you also realize she may or may not choose you just because you show her some good time, or you court her, or you spend time with her. She may or may not be able to feel the same toward you. You have to realize that. So if you want something in return, don't even start this, because there is no guarantee that she will ever be able to give you something in return, because she may or may not, right? But when you try to control and be jealous in the especially in the beginning, you really shoot yourself in the foot, because she's not, you can't ask for those dividends. It's things are brewing in there. She gets to know you. Beautiful women always have options. I would say the men that have their life together also have options. So you don't attract somebody in your life with trying to manipulate them and fear them. You give them, you show who they are, and you give them an opportunity to get to know you, and then they make a choice. You can't make a choice when your choice is only out of one option. I mean, this is not a choice. It's like a socialist country. When you go out and you have one candidate and you vote for this candidate. I remember, my parents telling me the stories, because I don't really remember that time, where, they would go to vote, but they're gonna be, there would be only one person on the ballot, kind of like in this election in US. You know something is wrong, and you are forced to make a particular choice, but you don't have a choice because you have something pre-decided for you. And this is not, you don't, the thing is, you don't want to be with somebody who truly does not want you. I want to share, guys, a story of a friend of mine. So in my college years, as ever, I had a couple of friends, and we used to go out together. And the two of my friends met a guy, and that guy was really into, one of the girls, and but the other girl was into him. So she ended up manipulating him, doing all kinds of stuff to get him. And then they ended up getting married, and they ended up getting divorced also very quickly. So the moral of the story is, you don't want to manipulate somebody in being with you. You don't want to guilt somebody or tell them you need to cut all of the options, even though I'm not taking care of you fully. I'm not providing for you. I have not signed at the court for you. I had give you no ring. But I think you should cut all of your options. You should cut all your social gatherings. Well, yeah, well, Governor Whitlas will help you with that. Um, you yeah, you should really narrow down to me just because I said so. I think I'm the best. And yeah, and if I see you somebody with somebody else, even though I know you um for about a week, but if I see you somewhere else having coffee with somebody, well, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I don't believe you can create anything out of control. I don't believe it's possible. And good relationships narrow down by themselves. People start to spend more and more time together, and they don't rush it. You can have the most dreamy uh, circumstance, but you can't skip 10 stages of getting to know somebody and just claim that you know them. If you ask Steve Harvey, he would say that you can never you can never get to know us. That's Steve Harvey, that's not me. Okay, but he's right. So yeah, you can, the way you can overcome the jealousy and control is to realize that you're valuable. If this lady will choose somebody else, you should be happy for her and offer somebody and meet somebody else. Usually when you meet one woman, you step up your game. You doing something with your life. You're busy with your career. If somebody was not into you or did not grow closer to you, that is okay. You can't demand this, and you can't force this. You can't force the exclusivity. You can't be entitled or monopolize someone's life without entering that life at certain speed, and without having the other person reciprocating that. So now I want to hear from you guys. I just shared a few things. I don't know if I'll keep this video here or not. We'll see. Um, give me some good comments, guys. I want to read them. Okay, let's see. Albert is saying, I'm jealous that someone outdid my super chat. Um, well, don't be jealous. Show off, what you're capable of. Don't be shy. I'm joking, of course, but in some ways I'm not. Instead of comparing yourself to other men, to other women who did what, focus on what you can actually offer. That's it. That's it. If I'm gonna say this, people who are obsessed about comparing themselves to others are always going to be miserable. I don't care if they are supermodels, performers, if they are in any kind of show business, if they are um, whatever field they're in or whatever situation they're in, there is always somebody better than you in some ways. You know, there is already somebody smarter than you, more beautiful than you, younger than you. I mean, it can go it can go on and on. So, you know, and sometimes, for example, people criticizing my videos and saying, oh, you know, this other person is so good. I'm like, so what is the problem? Watch this other person. I am so cool with that. Watch anybody you want. You don't have to watch my long videos. You know, it used to hurt my feelings back in time when somebody would say something about the videos, but then I realized I give you freedom to go anywhere you want to go. The door is open anytime. You don't have to suffer through through my thoughtful long videos if you are in a mood for something short, or maybe I'm not your cup of tea. By the way, talking about tea. Maybe I'm not your cup of tea. That's very cool with me. Because you probably do not belong here in the first place. So, and when you guys are jealous that some other guy did something cooler to the girl that you like, well, um, do you know her well enough to know and to be able to show you what you're capable of? If you like a woman, she's not gonna believe just your words. She's gonna look at your actions and also the way you handle certain things. You know, you have to be able to handle um to handle difficult situations. So it's not about the other man, because the other man may do more for her, but he may not be her cup of tea. Your goal is to show what you're capable of, enjoy the process, and hope for the win. And if you don't win, the life is not ending. There is more than her. There is more people who you may be able to consider. Remember, she has options, but you have options too. You have options too. Don't try to, you know, manipulate somebody or fear or make them uncomfortable, try to control them so they stick with you. Do the opposite. Let them be themselves. You know, don't try to overwhelm them with all of your ideas and things. Let them be them, because once again, you can emerge in their life, but before you came to their life, they already had a life. Especially the kind of women that you want. You know, especially the kind of women that's worth talking about. You know what I mean? So, and to my subscriber who was asking about this, once again, it's not about what the other guys have or the other guys done. You can't control that, but you can control what you do, what you offer, how you do it, how much care you show. What is that so special that only you can do, you know, that only you know about her, about her heart, about, you know, who she is. um Comparison is either a thief of joy. I think that's the phrase. It really is, it really is, because, you know, the every day there is a new car, every day there is a new star, every day there is, you know, there is more and newer and better. But this is about finding yours. So even if the lady has tremendous choice of men, or she has options, uh, it doesn't matter who else she has or who else is interested in her. If she is interested in you, if you are her cup of tea, it doesn't matter. It's about you and what you bring, and, you know, what you do. It's not about better and best. It's about how she feels when you are around. I'm just saying. All right, I'm tired of lecturing you all. I'm gonna say hi to the chat. Our Christmas chats are on, guys. Welcome, Andrea. Good to see you. Andrea, what time is in England right now? I hope you're not like me and getting your beauty sleep. Hey, Will. Good to see you. Hey, Luxury Queen. Good to see you too. So, I want to. Okay. Google was about to tell me something about Queen. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Andrea is saying, I like men to be a little jealous and possessive. I feel that's natural from a man that loves you. Otherwise, I would feel weird. Well, I agree with you. A little jealous and a little possessive, but he can do that when he is your man already. You know what I mean? We are talking in this video about early stages of dating, early stages of getting to know somebody. So you don't even have the right, the moral right to be possessive. You know, you can be possessive if you sign that paper in the courthouse. You can be a little jealous and a little bit possessive. And I'm sharing with you Slavic traditional, of course, Ukrainian mindset. Um, I'm gonna have a separate video that is gonna be called "Girlfriend is not a title." Spoiler alert: girlfriend is not a title for a Ukrainian woman or traditional woman. Girlfriend is not something you can take to the bank or show to your parents. You know, it's not something you want to be excited about, or not even you don't even talk about things like that. So I'm gonna make a separate video for those of you um, who maybe just starting your journey. I think you will find it beneficial, and you will realize why Ukrainian women don't jump off the bridge with excitement. Oh my God, he called me his girlfriend. Oh my God, the world needs to know about it. Let me write it, let me use my Instagram right now. Let me go live. So, okay, so Andrea is saying, yes, of course, in early stages is weird if he's jealous. Yes, it's weird, but believe it or not, you see, early stages, people can argue what early stages are. You know, for some people, early stages include intimacy, for some people, they don't. But it depends on a particular circumstance. Um, but your confidence speak volumes when you really have to, when you really have, and you can easily show how you can basically change her life for the better, and what can you do for her, not in your words but in your action, in care. um, she will make the choice for you. You won't have to be jealous and playing a detective and and figuring out, okay, she maybe somewhere else, maybe she's um you don't have to become a governor that shut down the entire state because of your insecurity. you know I'm just saying. Yeah, so jealousy does come from insecurity. What if she doesn't like me? What if she has somebody else? But I have a news for you. You have no control of, news for all of us, right? We have no control of other people. Like literally, you cannot make somebody love you. You cannot make somebody want you. Uh, there are really very few things that we can, we think something we can do, but there is really nothing. So, with that being said, I just want to, yes, you can only control, yes, Jim, you can only control. I think even the reaction can be sometimes hard to control, because if you emotionally in the wrong place, you may overreact, you may be a little bit weird. This is some inner work that you need to do before any relationship. Yeah, it takes some work, because if you had some issues, if you been through some pain, you may start um, suspecting this person, that person. But the thing is, in the early stages of dating, the lady you're with does not owe you anything. She doesn't need to report. She doesn't have to cancel her other dates or block everybody, all the other suitors, or she doesn't owe you anything. You just have a chance to get to know her. And if you don't screw up the chance with jealousy and control and insecurities, if you are a good match, things will develop regardless how many suitors or what else is coming out at her. That's all. Andrea is saying, exactly, men should focus on their actions and being a good man and good providers, and the woman won't leave you if she's forced it. Yes, you know, sometimes you may be interested or like sexually excited about the woman that does not have, um, she may be in high demand, but only because, but she's not in high demand for something valuable. You know, she may just not be. She may not appreciate that you treat her well. You know, there are some men and some women that like to be treated badly. So you may be too good for her too. You know, sometimes, you know, some women like drama, you know, some women like domestic violence. You know, it's scary. I mean, it's sad to say this, but there are some women that when they meet a good guy, they don't know what to do with it. So we're not talking about those. We are talking about ladies who really um, have class, have high standards, and they truly they truly bring incredible value in their lives, even without you. You know, they bring value to their working space, to their family, to their friends. They are just highly desired. You know, you know how there is when you have a party or gathering, there is always one or two people who are kind of the life of a party. Like when they're there, you already know it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be laughter, they're gonna be stories and dancing and jokes. You know, there is sometimes one or two guests that you invite. You know, gosh, if they can only make it, we're gonna have such a great time. Even if nothing's going on and everything is shut down or locked down, you just always feel happier near this person. You know, they just lit up the room. They always bring the best in everybody. So that's kind of woman I'm talking about. You know, she's valuable as a friend. You know, she is appreciated in her family, and she just loved by basically everybody. So, but also if she has good self-esteem, she also have self, you know, boundaries and personal space. A lot of times, my dear friends, when you fall in love with a girl, you completely forget about your personal space. You just want to invade it. You know, you just want to invade it with a motorcycle, with Harley Davidson. You know, she has space around her, and just like, and accelerate. You know, I'm here and now you're mine. You know, or oh, you had personal space, you had some plans. Well, I canceled all my plans, so we gotta do this all together. Oh, what, you went out with Johnny yesterday? Oh my God, how can you? If you ask, you know, a traditional Russian Ukrainian girl, she will tell you that yes, once you sign for us at the courthouse, we are going to give you some kind of explanation. You know, you are going to be included in the plans. You are going to be informed. But before that very exclusive commitment, you cannot hold people. Um, you cannot hold some, you cannot try to control somebody before you made certain steps to ensure and to first of all to build and create connection, and then to, you know, when it's time to make it exclusive. Once, you know, once again, the most beautiful, delicious, delightful fruit tree is not gonna blossom and bring fruit overnight. No matter how special it is, how excited you are about this exotic fruit that will come, it has to go through the process to blossom and then bring the fruit. You can't force it, control it, or uh, decide that because it's so gorgeous, the fruit needs to be instant. And just the same with people, you can presume you know somebody, you can presume you know someone's heart. It takes a while for certain people to open up. They don't owe that to you. You have been in their life for this much time. So remember that. Just remember that. Emotionally healthy. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Well, I'm definitely the life of this virtual party. But thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know about you. Are you introverted or extroverted? Because in my regular life, I'm a lot of times I can be introverted. So I just live the earth. I'm in my thoughts somewhere far away. But I know how to be extroverted too, and I enjoy it as well. So it depends on the circumstance, and like if you like people you're around, all of a sudden you're extroverted. When you don't like people around, you're like, oh, you know, I'm so antisocial. But I do believe that there is certain a lot of joy when you connect with people and you do stuff. So um, definitely, um, we definitely need to work on both sides. Seriously, a lot of men are missing out on great women that actually want a calm guy, not a crazy guy, not a super jealous guy, not a super wild guy. They actually would love to be with this guy, but he's always quiet, he doesn't take the lead, and he already consider himself that he already lost. There is this category of guys who always give up before they give up before anything even starts. They just I'm never successful. Oh, this is not my thing. No, no, women and me. No, no, no. Nope, never ended well. So men who programs themselves like this, men who always choose somebody so flawed, somebody with a lot of trauma, and men who do not learn how to socialize. My dear men, you know that I have special um appreciation for those of you who watch my channel. Women always look at you how you socialize and how you refer to other people. If it's some kind of social situation, if it's you, the way you hold yourself in society, women always look at you how you hold yourselves with others. I believe this is because it's how you feel yourself in the society gave you extra confidence that you can, you know how to carry yourself, you know how to navigate, how to make people respect you. That's why for those of you, especially when you're dating a Ukrainian woman or any feminine woman, never talk down on yourself. A lot of times the woman really likes you, but you talk her out of liking you because you keep beating yourself down, especially in front of her and also in front of others. For example, when you're somewhere out in the party and somebody asks, so what do you do for a living? And you're like, I'm just this guy, nothing, not really anything important, um, nobody of consequence. Yeah, I just, do what comes my way. I'm just, when you look down at yourself in front of the woman you like and in front of maybe her friends or her family, or maybe you saying embarrassing things, so embarrassing jokes, my dear friends, or something inappropriate, she will feel embarrassed. She will feel embarrassed because you supposed to be the, you know strong and powerful. In feminist society, often women do not. They want to compete with men. They want to show they get more and better and this and that. But Ukrainian women want you to be the king. The strong person. You're not competing with her. Who is prettier. You know your role. You have a role of calm, role of being taking care and being in charge of things. So if you cannot hold yourself very well in social situations, uh, or you took down on yourself, or you um, kind of put yourself down in front of her and people who matter to her, you just canceling all your chances because she wants to look up at you. Not that you are better than her, because obviously you are the one who is admiring her and her feminine ways because it's a contrast to who you are. But she wants to look at you that you are bigger and stronger. Yes. She wants to look at you that you're bigger and stronger, and not only physically, but mentally as well. You cannot change your height. You can go and work out and have some muscle tone, but you can change your height or your facial features. But it's just that support and confidence that comes from you can make up for a lot of other things. So it's just a side note. Don't be No woman in the world wants to be with a man who is unimportant, unqualified, who can't figure out his life. So it's not because of the other suitors or other options. It's because that um, it's because of the fact that you appear and unsure of yourself. No woman wants to. Women, I would say it this way: women want to be proud who they are with. They want to be proud. They want to call their girlfriend and say their mom and say, "Mom, I met this man. He is amazing. I couldn't even think of something. He has already done it. I feel so protected. I feel so secure. I feel so cared for with him. I feel so relaxed. I feel that uh, now I can relax and be myself. He's and she will go. She wants to brag about you. That's the difference between feminine women and masculine women. Masculine women trying to compete with you and show that, they are so much way more superior. Feminine women already know that they are superior because of their feminine qualities and things that they are capable of, and you are there because of those things, and they want to be proud of you. They want to brag about you and say how lucky they are because they got you. So that's food for thought for you guys. Let me read some of your comments. Andrea saying, so true, we like strong, confident men. Yes, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're a plumber. I don't care if you work in the library, if you own your own business, if you work at some kind of corporation, if you work anywhere. It doesn't matter what you do, is how you do it. Do you realize that you don't have to be, I mean, women appreciate drive because our job, we are happy when we are relaxed and bubbly, but when we see the man who is driven by their goals, who are dedicated, who are very motivated all the time, they are doing things, they are going extra mile, that is sexy, that is very attractive because um you realize this is the kind of guys that can take care of things, and it's very very it just so it's like this magic attraction pill, the guys that get stuff done. And once again, we are not disqualifying anybody. Some women think that they can only be happy with a super rich man, or it's not how much somebody has, it's how much somebody is giving to you of their time, money, attention, creativity, their heart, their effort, their emotions. Somebody can have a lot, but they will give you this much. So women who are obsessed with extremely wealthy men always find themselves that not always, sometimes, often find themselves disappointed because uh, those men did not have to work hard to do things for them. And well, maybe they had to work hard for their business, but what I'm saying is they did not necessarily have to put a lot of effort to give them something, so they're not gonna put any more effort going forward. It's also depends on personality factor and generosity of someone's soul. It's not solely the monetary generosity, even though all things are connected. um, a lot of when women going for artificial things only, they will never get that love, care, and dedication from the man who got them easily. Just knowing that this woman with me because she knows I have a big bank account. When men realizes that and that that's her only interest, he may give her less of everything that she would have with a man that she truly wanted. And if she would be in a mutual situation when uh, your man is extra motivated to do things for you, because some men look at you as an accessory, and that's really scares me, because some wealthy and rich men, not saying all, there is a lot of wealthy people that are incredible and that's why they're wealthy. I'm not against that, but some men look at women as an accessory. And if any ladies are watching me, don't go for that, because you can enjoy your bags only that much. So that's all. That's all. Men that can get things done are the most attractive. Thank you, Andrea. I totally agree. Men that can get things done are the most attractive. It's very true. It's especially when they get it done without a lot of talk and a lot of, hey, look at me, look what I have done for you, look at me, look at me. It drives me crazy. Nick, women put effort to be beautiful and inspiring. That's our effort, which comes to us effortless. All right, I'm gonna read through some more comments. Oh my gosh, Andrea is saying we don't care that much about politically correct men, so you can minimize others a little bit. Oh my gosh, I have to say, I find sarcasm so, man, enticing. I absolutely hate when somebody is a vanilla, they always correct. They always, they always afraid to say their opinion. The men who always trying to be liked by everybody, So no, 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 don't say this, don't do this. Man, there is nothing hotter than a little bit of spice, a little bit. I mean, a lot of passion and a little bit of spice. The man who can, sometimes, he's an appropriate man, he's educated, but he can sometimes cast somebody out, or he can stand for what's right, and he's not politically, yes, it's so true, he's not PC, he's not, oh my god, I need to say something nice, because no, because I mean, that is hot. I'm just saying, when we have this expression in Russian, not fish, not meat. We call men who are on this side, then they are on that side. They cannot pick who they are. They lean different ways. They cannot call out the BS. We call them not meat, not fish. Not, oh my gosh, Andrea, thank you. Okay, it looks like I'm making a new friend over here. Andrea is saying, let's see. Andrea is saying, we are soulmates, Veronica. I could not agree more. Andrea, I forgot. Do you speak Russian or Ukrainian? I forgot. I know that you told me that you have something in common, but we definitely have. It sounds like we have our thinking process in common. So, um, thank you. Yes, man, there is nothing hotter than a little bit of spice. Remember, your lady wants to be proud of you. You know, we love strong men. We love strong man. Strong man doesn't mean that he is, obnoxious and rude and unfair and trying to, pick a fight. But that man is confident and strong. It's like a wall, like a stone. So that's what we like. Yes, yes. Vanilla men ain't on menu. Vanilla men are not on the menu. But on the other hand, I'm sure that there is buyer for everybody, and there could be a girl that's always politically correct, and she's never too much. You know, I grew up in time of some restrictions, and so a lot of times I was told that I am extra and I need to be quiet. Like in my college years, I had professors that would put me aside and told me to not say this, to not say that, not to wear these colors, not to wear these hairstyles, not to wear this lipstick. I mean, literally my first part of adulthood and use, I mean, by use I mean early adulthood, was that people were rejecting what I wanted to do. So the thing is, I feel that you have more risk by conforming and abandoning who you are to make people like you, as just be you and give it time till you find your tribe and people who believe in the same things you do, or people who appreciate things that you appreciate. So, anyway, thank you, Andrea. Yeah, I mean, how do you even handle a conversation that's politically correct? It means that you can never say what you really think. And then you wonder why you have no real friends. If you are always politically correct, it means that you never tell how you really feel, and so you should not be surprised why you have no real friends and no real relationships, because connections you have, they are very artificial. um Tell me that I'm wrong. I'm probably one of the least politically correct person. Oh, when I just came to US in 2008, when I just came to US in 2008, I didn't know that I was direct. And some people would say, "Oh my gosh, I love you. You are so open and so honest, and you are so direct. Please don't change." I had no idea what people were talking about. Seriously, for a long time, I would say for first couple of years, I wasn't sure what people were talking about when they would say, "Please don't change. Please stay as open. Please stay as direct." Uh, I was not so sure, but then when I observed other people and the way people interact, I realized that. So that is interesting. I want to tell you, Russian and Ukrainian people do not realize that they are direct. They have no idea about. They think that everybody is like this. People in post-USSR, Russia, Ukraine, and so on and so forth, do not have not a single clue that they are open, direct, and straightforward. That was big news for me. I never knew. I thought everybody is like that. So just so you know that. Diplomacy is good, but you can still hold your ground and not bend and show your and set the boundaries. I mean, and it's all depends on the circumstance, you know. It's all depends on the circumstance. When diplomacy is better when you're negotiating something in your business or something like this, but when we're talking about interpersonal relationship, yes, you can use a lot of diplomacy, but guess what? In the end, you're gonna be very unsatisfied with your life because you always compromise on what you want. In business, I agree. Diplomacy is important. You need to know how to handle things and still have your core. But in a relationship, if you use diplomacy a lot, but you don't say what you really want, you rob your partner of the opportunity to make certain things for you. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh God, no, not now, please. Must be magic dust. Guys, you like my tree? Christmas is coming. Yes, it's magic dust. Strong men do not have to always put their power on display at every turn. I tell you more, strong men do not have to ever put their power on display. You don't need to put it on display. You either have it or not. It's your appearance, the way people feel about you. You don't try to put it on display or make it look like something. You just have it. It's in your inner strengths. It's not you come in and pick and fight with this guy and pick and fight with that guy. It's you showing up very strongly and confident. And confidence is very calm. Confidence is very calm. That is and you allow people be themselves. You don't control. When you just met a woman, coming to our original topic, you don't control her. You don't drill her brain about her past relationships. Maybe she's in a relationship right now. Maybe she's going out with multiple guys. That is her right. Before you put the ring on her finger and sign at the courthouse for her, she can do whatever she pleases of doing. If that is not okay with you, you can always leave. And that is also strength and confidence because you allow people do them and be who they are, and you allow people make their choices. If you try to narrow down the choice for them by saying, "Oh, honey, that is me," you can never find nobody better. Look, here I am. I just need a bow. When you narrow down the choice for them, you're doing something that you're not even qualified of doing. So, talking about mental strengths, it's not something you display or force or talk about. It's just you being calm and happy for the time you have, for experiences you have, and you don't hold somebody, like by the neck and tells them to appreciate you. That's strength to me. When you are calm and you realize that you may or may not get picked. You may or may not get picked. Terry, I have to disagree with you on this. Terry is saying relationships are like slot machines in Vegas. Just enjoy it. Every once in a while you can win, but it does take some time. Well, you don't have any control about machines in Vegas, but you have control over the quality of the person you're talking to. She cannot tell you, if you are capable or not. She cannot tell you what's going to happen in 2 years, in 1 year. She doesn't know exactly. She may or may not have enough of. You may or may not have experiences with her because you're just getting to know somebody, but you have control over people you let into your life. I do not believe, guys, When you get screwed, when you get hurt, and ladies, when you get hurt time after time, this is not men being bad. It's you making poor choices. I'm gonna say this again. This is not about men being bad, women being bad, oh, life is game. No, it's who you allow in your life. You know, there are people that make your life better, and there are people that scream red flag everywhere, but you think that maybe you can play Russian roulette and magically things gonna be amazing. So I'm just saying, I'm out of my coconut lime water. So drinking cold tea because of you guys. It still tastes pretty good, even though I like it hot. Okay, Jim is saying I told her I didn't expect her to feel the same, and she was afraid I would end friendship because she didn't feel the same. Well, I tell you guys a secret: women never feel the same about you, and this is a good thing. I'm gonna say this again, especially in the beginning. Then with the time, the things change, but women never feel the same about you because we operate on a different value system. You know, you see a woman who is beautiful or in your taste, and you already feel everything you need to feel. For us, it takes us a while to figure out some other things. We may not fall head over heels when we see you. You know, it's so funny because a lot of men, when they go out on a date or they meet somebody for the first time, and they um, fall head over heels over girl, they think that the girl feels the same. She also head over heels, but no, usually she does not. Usually, I say 8 out of 10, unless you are, I don't know, a football player of some sort or an actor or something like this. Usually women never head over heels over you because they don't know you. They have different factors how they grade you. So yeah. And the thing is, if the woman would be head over heels over you, you would be running from her real fast because you would be scared. You know, if the deer will run after the hunter will freak out because he will think, oh my gosh, this must be a drunk deer, or maybe this deer has, you know, some kind of disease or something. So yeah. I mean, imagine the deer is, you know, after the hunter, you know, that would be weird. So, and yes, I'm gonna disappoint you once again. We never feel the way you feel about us. In the beginning, things change later on, or they may change later on. But in the beginning, we are not stunned by your beauty. I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm sorry to, you know, break this, burst this bubble. By the way, I miss my bubbles. Not gonna burst this bubble, but no, we are not stunned. Okay, why is this thing always so far from me, so I have to lean forward? Okay, I'm gonna read a few more comments. John is saying, you're very direct, Veronica. I agree. Ukrainians and Russians are that way. It just helps me to remember, and then I find it refreshing, actually. It's very refreshing because you don't have to guess all the time. You know how sometimes you ask somebody out or you want to have a plan, and they're like, well, just tell what you want to do so I can make my plans. Just say it. Just just tell the truth. It makes it so much easier. It makes things so much easier when you just tell the truth what you want to do. You know how sometimes like one friend want to go out, the other one doesn't want to go out, but cannot make their mind, and so you are stuck because you can't get a normal an actual answer, and this person really does not want to go, but they're afraid to hurt your feelings. Well, how do you know that the feeling is gonna be hurt? Just tell what you want. So I'll go with somebody else. This is just my thoughts. Kizzy, what are you talking about? I'm a baby. If you didn't know that. Hey, how are you? And thanks. Thank you. Um let's see. When women stay women can state all of their opinions and get away with it as opposed to men, don't you think? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so, but men should speak less but speak with conviction. That makes a difference. Women can get away with a murder. Oh my gosh, thank you, Bill. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for the contribution. And Bill is asking me, what about the bug and the doe? I don't know. I don't know the difference. I'm not a hunter. It's really weird because I love meat, um, and fur and everything like that, but I could never go hunting. I could never go hunting because I would be I'd be crying. I'll be trying to like um, revive that animal. That would be, I mean, that would be weird. I could never ever hunt. I'm just way too sensitive. I love my meat, I love my fur, but I could never hunt. Like I could not shoot a rabbit. I couldn't shot, have a shotgun, I have some, things in my house, but I could never shot a rabbit. But somebody who violates me, yes. So that's why I believe in Second Amendment. But rabbit, they're so cute. I can't. I love rabbit. As long as I don't have to kill it, I don't have to skin it, I'm cool. KZ, we're not talking about politics today. We are talking about relationships and love. But yes, I've heard it, but I already know it. Your question, KZ, about the legal stuff, I don't even have that. I don't even need the proof. I already know it because things that happened overnight at 3 a.m. It was just. I mean, I'm a baby, but I was not born yesterday, so yeah. So yeah, you have to be absolutely delusional to not get it. So I know the truth, and it's a massive mess here in Michigan. And people of Michigan absolutely love Trump in the majority. Yes, there are some spots, but he has been amazing to us. He had reopened a lot of working places in car industry. If you guys know about Michigan, we have obviously a lot of people here involved in car industry, and he did a lot of good things to our farmers, and he visited every corner of Michigan, with his campaign. So I've never seen anybody so excited about anyone. So the experience was amazing. So experience of seeing the true picture. So I'm not a fool to believe that in 1 hour something can happen like this. But anyway, this is not a political video, just a little A little bit. Yeah. Well, Bill, I don't really know much about hunting. I have a lot of, or at least a few friends. Oh, I forgot to put bubbles on. Thank you, guys. So Terry and Bill are sponsors of this live video today. So I'm gonna put some bubbles. And I love bubbles anyway. So yeah, I have friends who are hunters, but I only consume. I'm gonna come clean in this video. I only consume the final and finest products, which is meat and fur, and also leather. Yes, I'm a big consumer of it, but that's it. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I could feel it. No, I have not tried it yet, but I will. Thank you so much for your recommendation. I will definitely try it. It's on my list. It just, I tried homeschooling, and the only time I can go live is 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. That's what I've been trying. So, yeah. Are you guys on another lockdown? So, we are on another lockdown here in Michigan. Yes. So, I cannot announce my I have hard time to announce everything or anything I will be doing because I never know when I'm gonna show up. So far it's been at night, but I have some plans and things. So yes, Kizzy, thank you so much. I'm definitely, it's probably like a paid software, right? Which I have no problem with. I would get it because it would be awesome to check it out and have you guys coming on a call. Wouldn't that be fire? I was gonna be total fire of having you guys coming on the call and be able to join and speak on the live show. So I promise you, I will look in the very near future. I will look into StreamYard. Um, wow, you get 25 people for Thanksgiving. Well, we get 5 people, but if you really need, you can have 10. But you're a borderline criminal if you do that. Yeah, unless you're a California governor, then you rules not apply to you, and you can go to private party and be indoor and have no BS masks and just enjoy it because this virus, even if you get it, is not deadly. But if you're not a California governor, then you have to follow the rules. Oh, how sad. How sad. Iowa is conservative. Yeah, Michigan also have a lot of conservative parts, but we have Governor Whitlas. So I don't know what slang. I have no idea what slang you meant. You guys are silly. Okay, we're just chatting. We're just gonna have a little bit of small talk and call it a night. And guys, I want to tell you again, um, and thank you so much for your comments. Don't think that you're wasting your time when you write your comments in the chat. Once the show is aired in about 24 hours, I actually look through the comments, and sometimes I come up with a video. I also appreciate you being active. I learn something from you. It's just hard to read them when they just go real fast, and people talk about different topics at the same time. So I don't want my videos to be completely ADHD. So, but I'm gonna have some videos that are pre-recorded, but I absolutely enjoy having live streams, and Oi. And with using, I'm gonna try to use that software. I don't know if that using an iPad, because right now I'm using iPad Pro for the streaming. I don't know if that software works on it. I'm gonna try it, but it's gonna be awesome to have you guys on a call. So, oh my god, Jim, are you serious? Jim is saying, I shot a rabbit 30 years ago, and my brother said, you murdered. You murdered. Oh my god, this is so. That would be me. Like, if I would shot a cute little creature, I would be probably having meltdowns and tears, and it would be a bad moment. I mean, seriously, like, oh my god, your brother is very kind. You murdered. Yes, I mean, I believe that animals were, are on this planet for us to use them. And I love animals. I think they're delicious. So don't get me wrong, I do think that animals are absolutely delicious and fluffy. So that's that's why we love them. But yeah, they're tasty, man. So I just like when somebody else doing it, but I get the end result. Yes. Oh, thank you, David. We are just chatting right now, just kind of being silly, but thank you so much. Um, David is saying, your perspective, as usual, is outstanding. I'm always learning something new. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm going to read a few more comments. Hey, Yelena. Um, Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jim. Jim is saying, I have learned so much about Ukrainian women and have used your advice. And now she has become so emotional connected to me. Yes, guys, it takes us time to connect with you. Don't force intimacy. Don't force affection. Don't beg for these things. Just let us develop. You know that men are like match, the passion is there, but women are like stove. It takes us time to get hot in all the ways, but it also stays this way for very long time. So just remember that it takes us a while. I think there is a higher purpose why we are this way, because women, as women, we naturally need to be a lot more selective. I'm gonna go into black and white because it's serious business. So as women, we need to be a lot more selective, and that's why I think we are wired this way, that you need to prove your loyalty, your capability, that you are capable of taking care of us. And also we need to build that emotional bond and trust, because if we don't, our entire life can go upside down. If we think about modern time, but especially if we think about early years and beginning of humanity. If you choose a wrong man who is not capable, you're gonna be vulnerable, stuck with the result of reproductive forces and of reproductive forces. Wow, I'm getting creative over here. But you're gonna be stuck with this result, and you may not survive, because women, when we are during our pregnancy, or when we're caring for a newborn, we can't protect ourselves. We are weak. We are not. We're actually very strong, because we are surviving the nights without sleep, and taking care of somebody super extremely vulnerable. So we need to somebody to rely on. So for us, making a choice of a man is basically pre-deciding our destiny. Of course, now we live in the modern times, but things had not changed that much. Women always will want to procreate with the best of the best. You have to understand there is nothing wrong. We always want to improve our bloodline. It's in our DNA. We always choose the best man available. And what is it's not even the best for us, the best to our smell, to our touch, to how we feel. It's very individual. And it doesn't mean that you are bad, but or bad. You just sometimes not the match. Don't laugh, Bill. Smell means a lot. You know, every person has their own scent, and it plays a huge role. And you cannot, you know, sometimes you can have a partner that check every box of the list, but you still don't. There is something that you don't want him. This is like very intimate details, but um, it's it's just that instinct that protects women from um, somebody that is not for her. You know how some people are blessed, you know, with so many things, you know, and some people are not, and some people are gifted, and some people also gifted, but they don't know about it, you know. So women, we are pre-deciding the future generation. Yes, we do. That's why your natural scent is important, and it's a very very individual and personable thing. This is a very individual and personable and personal things. You can't make it happen. It's not about oh my gosh, I'm gonna get some Versace so she like my smell. Yes, I mean I love a good perfume, but that's not about the perfume. That's about how you feel. You know how sometimes you're with somebody and you just don't want to let them go. You just can't separate like your clothes. you your clothes, your hands, your arms, you just can't separate. You just can't. You're just in each other. That is a natural attraction. This is a natural connection. You don't have to ask for it, beg for it. If it's meant to be, it's just going to happen naturally. So, but I think once again, we were created this way because we need to be very selective. We have to choose the best one for us, and we have to procreate the best specimen, if you will. Yes. Yes, it doesn't mean that somebody is bad or somebody is not worthy or not handsome or not attractive. It's just it doesn't match you. Not every person is your match. Newsflash. You're not in tune. You're not you know you can enjoy your perfume, but it has nothing to do with your natural scent. You know, like as a mother, I don't know how many, I have a few mothers here on life. It's like you can never get over the way the scent of your child smell, especially like his cheeks and his hair. Like you can never get over that. It's just like a drug. I mean, it is like a drug. You're just so in love and it never ends. It's just becoming more and more, and you just like you can't ever get tired of it. Like it was such a discovery for me when I became a mother, that like the scent of your child, it just like it sends me straight to the gates of heaven. It is so powerful. So we are not reinventing the wheel. It just that's how it is. Jim, what are you talking about? Jim is saying, so we are not shallow if we do the same. Do what exactly? You, men do not even have this problem. Men do not go out with women they don't want. Sometimes women go out with men they don't really want, but they kind of give them a chance a little bit, you know. But men do not ever go out with a woman they are not sexually attracted to. Period. Tell me how wrong I am. We can go out with a guy who we kind, he's okay, then our attraction can grow because we get to know him. Or it may not, but men do not ever take a girl out or buy flowers or admire her if they do not want her. Ever, ever, ever. Character is important, but no man in the world will take a girl out if she is not appealing with her appearance. She can have the best character in the world, but if she looks like Rosie O'Donnell, right? Is that her name? There is no way. There is no way in the world. I'm just saying. She can have if you were attracted to a woman, then you got to know her heart and her character. If she lost some of your attraction, you may still love her, and in your mind you will still see her as that gorgeous woman that stole your heart. But then you fall in love with her character, with her personality. But don't BS me, y'all. Don't BS me. Kizzy, you didn't get my joke. Yeah, I don't like you either, but she was saying bad things about Trump. So that's a goodbye for me. Plus, I don't know. Good luck. Hey, good luck. There is buyer for every product. Rosie O'Donnell, you got an admire on my channel. So you better come and check him out. Gosh, I feel like I'm in some kind of retro movie. Have you guys ever watched black and white movies? I love black and white. I don't know why. I feel like in black and white, you just drawn to the main features. I don't know why. You are pretty dreamy too, Casey. Means that you have you have good imagination. But thanks. But I think no, I actually think, you know, I think Rosie O'Donnell is fire. No, I actually all right, guys. I think it's time to wish good night to everyone. I will look at your comments. Thank you so much for contributing to the live chat. I appreciate that. I wish I could announce when I go live, but I literally, with all these lockdowns and um, stuff that's going on, it's been pretty insane. So I want to wish you all having a wonderful night. Think about some more topics that you want me to cover. I may put this video private and then maybe I'll chop episode. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. It's actually a response from one of my subscribers. What the hell? Oh, Such a weird noise. We have high winds over here. YouTube does not hate me. It has new algorithm, Casey. So a lot of people do not get notifications for the videos. So if you enjoy the videos, you need to comment under the videos after you watch the stream. When you comment under the videos, you have more chances when somebody goes live to see that in your feed. That's number one. Number two, you need to hit the bell, not just subscribe, but hit the bell. So no, YouTube is not hating me. What are you talking about? You are so funny. Okay. Anyway. So I hope that I answered the question, guys. I wish you to be confident and know what you're doing. Don't hold anybody. Don't try to control another person. The more you're trying to put somebody in a confined space, the more you try to overwhelm somebody, get too much into their, into their, get in and steal their oxygen, try to control them, try to figure out what else they're doing. That is a process of getting to know each other. It's okay when people have options. It's okay when people have friends you don't know. It's okay when people go out on dates, especially if you are not committed. If you had not proposed and she doesn't have a ring on her finger yet, she is entitled to go wherever she wants. If she gives you time, that is her choice, and you need to have appreciation for it. That is her choice to give you time or not. Uh, you don't need to investigate her, to interrogate her. Leave her alone and give it a natural, normal time to develop. Because if it wasn't meant to be, it doesn't matter level of control or whatever. I mean, you probably going to lose her pretty fast if you try to control somebody. You have to understand, you don't have the mental or emotional right to control anybody, even if you are married. People do not belong to you, people do not belong to me, we don't belong to people, we are all our own person. And the most incredible thing I've ever experienced, with love, is that love is freedom. The person that truly loves you want to give you freedom and space. And so when you come out to interact with them, it's you have your own desire to connect with them again. Terry, we still have some ways till New Year. We're still gonna see everybody. I know I have a Christmas tree, but we are not even on Thanksgiving yet. But anyway, thank you, Terry, for good wishes, and thank you for the kind words, and of course, thank you so much for your encouragement to the channel. It really means a lot. You never, we have some people that are new. We have some people that been on the channel for a while, and I appreciate all the surprises and kind words. So I hope that everybody has patience. I know it's difficult to go through long distance, um, to go through long distance, especially through during the holidays. We will talk about that too. Um, there is always a way to make things better, but that way is not coming from control, jealousy, or manipulation. We can always be creative in our minds and make day a little bit brighter, a little bit happier. Um, and one of the best things that helps me is uh, stop any kind of gossip or negative thought and focus on what can make it better, and what can make it more inspiring. Oi. I didn't mean to go. I'm gonna put the last bubbles for today. Yeah, so good night everybody. Yeah. Well, Kizzy, I hope not. I hear your pain and I agree with you. But hey, we're gonna have a call on Tuesday. So we're gonna have a call on Tuesday for my Patreons. It's our Thanksgiving Zoom chat. If you're not a Patreon member, but you really want to be on my Zoom chat, just to chat off Zoom, it's always fun because it's definitely not politically correct and we just talk about all kinds of stuff. Just request and I will invite you. But generally, it's of course for my Patreon members and for anybody who really wanna connect offline off the YouTube. For Thanksgiving, I want to show my appreciation of you too. So ask me for the link, and once I create it, you can have it. So I'm having some bubbles for all of you right now. Thank you so much, guys, for contributing your thoughts, sharing your thoughts, contributing to the channel, for the super chats. Really appreciate it. It's I'm very deeply touched by all of this. So thank you so much. Don't make me cry, please. But have a wonderful night, everybody, and I will see you as soon as I can. And I hope you keep your spirits up because that's the only way. We only got one life, one shot. Have a good night, everyone.